So there's River Des Peres. I see a bicyclist across the way over there. So this is a really nice wide greenway. I did not expect this path to be so so wide. I mean, at least until we get up to the bridge probably, but this path has to be like, wow, I mean, it's gotta be 8, 10, maybe 10 feet wide. Right here it's more like 6 feet. That's because we're crossing the bridge. So yeah, River Des Peres to the left. Again, I don't know if you can really see it. Maybe I'll stop. I think there's a section, the Christy Greenway or something. That is a bridge that goes over it. River Des Peres isn't, I don't think it's really a river, but I gotta be really careful here. Go a little slow. Slow down. Okay. I don't even know where all these other, let's make a right here. I don't know where all these other trails go. Oh, this goes down to, it looks like this goes down to Watson Road. W-A-T-S-O-N. So I can go down here. I'm gonna just turn around though. Looks like you can access Watson Road from here. I wouldn't be even the bike blogger wouldn't really feel comfortable riding on a big road though, like Watson Road. I'm gonna turn around without a bike lane or something. Again, like I said, a bike lane is just gonna psychologically make you feel more comfortable. It doesn't actually protect you like a protected bike lane or something. Hats off to the city of St. Louis. They, you know, partnering with local bike groups, they implemented a new protected bike lane in downtown St. Louis on Chestnut between 4th and 20th. Just read a story about it today. It is, what is it, Friday, July 21, 2015, I think. So we're just gonna chill, going down the Greenway here. Yeah, look at that speed limit, 40 miles per hour. Yeah, glad to have this Greenway here. There's a whole nother argument about, you know, should, you know, if you segregate bikes from other vehicles, you're sort of adding to the discriminatory effect, you know, between the two groups of, you know, two different types of modes of transportation. And, you know, it actually does more harm than good, but any money spent on bicycles, though, I think is sort of good, because bicycle infrastructure, because there's already so little. Where does this go? This must go to a apartment complex or something. This is almost a sidewalk back here. See where it goes. In a future video, I'm going to go down this same Greenway path I've been going down and try and take it all the way to Carondelet Park. That's the other major city park I have not been to yet on my bike in any of my videos. I usually go to Forest Park near the central west end of St. Louis, and Tower Grove Park in the Tower Grove Shaw neighborhood. Okay, I don't know what that was about. That was just like it's just like a big circle here. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, because there's the path over there. I was just on that path to my left. So I'm gonna turn around here. I don't know if this is wide enough to turn around. No, I don't think so. I don't feel comfortable enough. I need a nice wide space to turn around. I cannot turn around in just a 10 foot radius. I need at least 12 foot. There we go. Do it safely without falling down the hill. All right, so yeah, this is really sweet, and it's very new too. You can tell this is pretty new. It's like, again, River Des Peres over there where all those rocks are. River Des Peres, like a, I don't know. I'll have more info in the description below. I think River Des Peres is like a man-made sort of canal. I could be wrong. It's basically for dumping stormwater into the Mississippi River, I think, down in South St. Louis area, I think. So we're gonna just take this as far as it goes, or at least as far as I can go before I run out of time here. I get back to work. Saw a tractor up ahead, and he's staying on the grass. That's good. I'm gonna get past here. So yeah, this is a really neat trail. I recommend it to if you live in St. Louis, you know, take a spin on it. It just seems to be a little difficult to get to it because I don't know if there's really any sort of parking or anything. Hey there. Hey. Saying hi. I'm sure most people in St. Louis don't know who I am. But hey, if you see a guy with a chest-mounted camera, it's probably BikeBlogger in St. Louis. So we're gonna continue further down this way. Seeing a couple bicyclists now. Like I said though, I don't know if there's really a parking lot, you know, I mean, because most people, to be fair, you know, to be honest here, most people, if they ride on a bicycle trail, they're gonna drive with their car and a bike rack to the trail and then get on the trail with the family or whatever, and that's fine. It's just that, like I was trying to say, just be very careful here. I don't know if there's really any good parking lots to get to this thing. I guess you'd have to park on a residential street. It is nice though to have this because it's sort of, I don't know, a parkway or whatever to the left. That is something in between a highway and a road where traffic moves faster. So it's sort of nice to have a quick way between, you know, two parts of the city by bicycle where you can sort of go at your own pace and not feel, I don't know, threatened or whatever by all the fast-moving traffic. There isn't a whole lot of traffic though on that road. They come in waves though. Slow down. So this goes pretty far. This goes all the way down to a River City Casino or something, I think. It doesn't quite link up with the the Jefferson Barracks Park, county park, I think. I don't think it's a city park, unfortunately. It might be because, you know, there's sort of a city-county dividing line there and the county hasn't bothered to invest enough yet in bicycle infrastructure like the city has. River Des Peres. So yeah, it looks. I've noticed that as I've ridden by here, a lot of these communities to my right, they have access to this trail. So I guess if you were to park on one of those residential streets in the neighborhoods to the right, you could get access to the trail. I'm not saying you should do that, park in front of someone's house to get to the trail necessarily, but I think there is a parking lot somewhere up here. So we'll see if we find something. It is nice though. I mean, it's pretty darn quiet on this trail. Summertime, Friday, warm, not extremely hot. And it just goes to show you how, see, I can go back here, how little people know about this yet, at least. See, there's like a little community back here. So I can get back into a neighborhood. I'm gonna turn around carefully. Okay. Get back on the road here. You know, I take it back. I just saw a sign that said in St. Louis County Maintenance. So I don't know if that community over there was the county and we're in the city right here, or if this is also St. Louis County. So, and the city's over there on the other side of River Des Peres. I don't exactly know where the boundaries are. So I take that back. Sorry, St. Louis County. Maybe you have been pulling your weight. Okay, seeing more cyclists, yeah. So it's not quite as quiet as I expected it to be. You know, it's a fair amount of people. Stop. something. I can't read it. It's apartments over there to the right. Whoa, just avoided a bee. That was a big bee. I saw it come almost right up to my eyes and then zoop, went past me. Fortunately, it didn't go through one of the vents in my helmet. I've had that happen before and that was no fun. No fun. Yeah, another thing in the news I read, props to St. Louis. Again, Oakland Avenue across the highway, across from the Forest Park. I've been noticing a lot of cars parking in the bike lane. I don't think it's their fault. There's a big cemetery to the right. Just see that. A lot of cars parking in the bike lane. Like I said, I don't think it's their fault because they just painted new stripes for the bike lane. And I don't know, I imagine some people might confuse that with like a place that's allowed, you know, to park at. Even though there are some signs that say bike lane, no parking. But, you know, they realize that. They're gonna put down some symbols on the road, which I was wondering why there weren't any symbols that show, you know, a bicyclist in the lane, you know, which tells people, or should tell people, don't park here, this is where bikes go. And then they'll start ticketing people and all that fun stuff. It just has to happen. So yeah, big cemetery to the right. And River Des Peres to the left. So I'm coming up on Gravois Road or Street, Avenue. I think it's Gravois Road. Unincorporated St. Louis County, I think. We're sort of, like I said, on the border of the county and the city. So we're gonna have to stop here for the light. I don't know if I hit a symbol or what. There's another bicyclist across from me waiting, so. Guess we'll get our turn here eventually. I guess when the light goes green, I just gotta be careful for right turners. I hate waiting. Oh well. Gone 10 miles so far today. I had a longer commute this morning. I went 5 miles. (12:34 p.m. right now. Almost our turn. Okay, we're gonna go. Got to be really careful there because you never know if a right turner, you know, someone turning right onto the road there is gonna wait for the pedestrian or the bicyclist. I guess technically I really shouldn't have been riding there because it was a crosswalk, but this trail sort of built right here with bike symbols all over the place, so it's almost like they're telling you go ahead and ride in the crosswalk. So now I can already tell the trail has changed. The trail looks older, it's narrower now that I'm south of Gravois Road. So this is probably a newer part of the trail, and there you go, there's a parking lot. So that's how you get to the River Des Peres Trail. You park in the parking lot just south of Gravois Road, right here, and you can see right in front of me. So if you want to bring the kids out here, this is where you park. Looks like they got a little playground to the right too. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna keep taking this. I think the next intersection is Morgan Ford, although there might be that bridge I've been looking for that continues on something called the Christy Greenway, and then you can get on another road past that and take that down to Carondelet Park. And of course, you know, it's a park, so it's a nice, somewhat shaded area. And don't know if I really should be riding right there, but that's all right. A nice, really shaded park, so you know it's maybe a little quieter and more fun. Okay, so I'm crossing a River Des Peres. No, this isn't really River Des Peres. It's just sort of, I don't know. It's another sort of creek or stormwater canal or whatever. Boy, it's deep. That's a big steep hill. I don't think the camera can really do it justice. Camera doesn't really do justice very much to grade, that is hills and stuff. It's a little hard to pick out. So we're going to continue up this way, and I'm going to try and cross that bridge when I find it, and then I'll turn around, or actually I think I have to cross it to continue on the Greenway. What is this? Is this the bridge? What is this? I don't know where this goes. I'm thinking I'm going to want to cross here. There's a button. I could push it, or I could just wait until there's no cars around. I think I might just wait till there's no cars around. That way I don't, you know, make everyone else stop after I cross. Obviously, if you're in a group of people, you probably want to hit a button like this, and so you can get everybody across in time. But a couple more cars to my left, and there's no one to my right, and I don't need to stop everybody else. I can just cross here. So where is this gonna go? Well, I'm gonna stop here at this bench for a second. Wow, the River Des Peres is sort of high. We've been getting a lot of rain. So what I'm going to do here is set my bike down here nice and easy. I'm going to get up on the bench. Whoa, okay. Not that heavy. So there's River Des Peres. I see a bicyclist across the way over there. Oh, and there's a bridge over there. Okay. I'm trying to figure out like where I'm supposed to go. I've never been on this. I've been meaning to do this. I know. I think someone in St. Louis watches a couple of my videos. Has watched a couple of my videos and mentioned. Was wondering when I was going to do like some videos maybe in South St. Louis, because I do a lot of riding in the central, you know, west end sort of part of St. Louis. I've done a video in downtown, but you know, I live closer to the central west end, so that's just where most of my videos are. So, like I said, I'm going to try and get to the Carondelet Park at least in the future here. So here's a nice bridge, which is a pedestrian bridge or a bicyclist bridge. What a fancy looking bridge, wow. And that's the sort of thing that upsets a lot of people who do not like bicyclists. They're like, hey, that's a waste of money. Yeah, well, we all get some things that we all have to pay for some things we don't want to pay for. Let's see, so where are we? There's Forest Park, there's Carondelet Park. We're like over here somewhere. There's no "you are here" symbol though, unless I'm blind. See, because I came down, there's Watson, so I came sort of from here, this area here, where Deer Creek meets up with River Des Peres, which is here. And you can tell River Des Peres goes all the way down into Lime, Missouri, and dumps into the Mississippi River. And there's Lobro, or I don't know how to pronounce that. That goes to Carondelet Park. I'm not going to go there today, though. I'm just going to try and continue down River Des Peres. That's what this video is about. The total distance of this thing so far right now, today, I don't think it says on here, but I think it's probably 7 miles or something. Oh shoot, if it's 7 miles, I gotta get back to work soon. 2 large sanitary sewers run under the channel. So supposedly there's no sewage in this River Des Peres, although the way things work The way that sewer and water and other things work in a lot of cities that I'm aware of is that once something like there's overflow, once they get pretty much flooded due to a lot of rainwater, you do start getting raw sewage dumped into like rivers and stuff, and that's just the way it goes. It's got to go somewhere. See, it says by the 1900s, St. Louis was dumping its raw waste into the river, making it a sewer. By 1904 World's Fair, St. Louis buried the river alive beneath Forest Park to hide the sewage and the stench. That's interesting. From 1924 to 1933, bond money funded the rerouting and straightening, deepening, and concrete lining of portions of the river. From 1933 to 1940, channel improvements were funded by the Federal Emergency Relief Administration. Not FEMA, FERM, something like that. In 88, the channelized river was named a National Historic Civil Engineering Landmark. River carries runoff of a 114 square mile watershed that includes St. Louis City and 42 county municipalities and 5 tributary watersheds. And I guess a tributary watershed would be like Deer Creek, which runs around where I ride. Deer Creek runs like this way through Maplewood, Richmond Heights, up in that Olivet, I guess, Missouri. All right, so I've spent enough time staring at this. I like to do keep most of my videos about bicycling and not so much about touring, although touring is cool. So let's go back here. Careful, a little bit of a bump there. All right, so we're on the bridge here. Didn't get to check to see what the name of this bridge is. Probably doesn't have a name. Looks nice and clean right now. It's unfortunate. Things like this, eventually they get a bunch of vandalism and graffiti and stuff, and people writing "I love bikes" or something. Who would do such a thing? Anyway, so yeah, River Des Peres. When it's not a really wet season, this can be pretty shallow. Like I guess some of the canals you see around like LA and stuff. And you see, like on a Fast and Furious car racing movie or something, they're driving their car down the canal. Well, that's what this can be like, I think, during the drier months. But right now, it's running sort of high. I mean, you can just tell looking over here. You can just tell how high that water is looking at that bridge over there. And I see a duck in the water down there. So. Anyway, we're going to continue along here a little bit. If I went straight ahead there, I can tell crossing that crosswalk. That's what is known as Christy Greenway, I think. And that will eventually take you to the street that links up eventually with Carondelet Park. But I'm not going to go that way today. We'll save that for a future video. We're going to go right here. Continue on this trail, which is still called River Des Peres Greenway. I'm going to take it across this road here, which is called Morgan Ford, I think. I'm going to have to start speeding this up, I think. I want to try and get this whole trail in this video, but it's not the weekend. I need to get back to work here. So we'll stop here, wait for the light again. Should just be a moment. All right, here we go. Yeah, it is what it is. It sort of encourages bicyclists to ride their bike in the crosswalk, but whatever. So, what is this road to my left? I don't know, is it Jameson? I'm sorry, I don't know. To look it up when I get back to work here. I'm not Yeah, it's sort of like I'm riding along a river here to the right. River Des Peres. Like I said, it's not really a river, it's a canal, or whatever I read back there. So the speed limit on the road to my left is 35 miles per hour. I will ride on roads with 35 mile per hour speed limits, but I generally will not ride on roads with 40 mile per hour speed limits, where maybe I can go 20 miles per hour, where traffic is probably going at least 25 miles per hour faster than I am. So it's like standing still in a 25 mile per hour or 20 mile per hour zone. I think I go down this way. And so yeah, it seems like the ways you can get to the trail here is pretty much from any of these neighborhoods that run along the trail. You can get to the trail. But like I said, back there just south of Gravois Road along River Des Peres Greenway, I guess is what it's called. Or that's what I'm on now. Well, back there anyway is a parking lot, so people want to take their bikes here and they don't live around here, they live in the county or somewhere outside of town. I'm sure you can look it up online. I'm sure they have a map to where the parking lot is. I don't know why I keep talking about that. I should be advocating riding your bike to the Greenway. So this continues a bit further. We're going to keep going just a little bit more. Now this thing to my right, that building there, it looks like I think it's like a pump station. By that I mean there's pumps inside there, and they are, I guess, regulating the water level or something, I don't know. Anyway, I gotta sort of speed it up. I really do need to go a little faster here because I want to try to reach the end and then get back. There's another parking lot. Seen a couple of cars parked. Don't want to go down there. That looks dangerous. Authorized vehicles only. Actually, I think I'm almost to the end now. So now I'm passing underneath Interstate 55. There was a sign just back there. It said, go left to get to Carondelet Park. So I guess I could go that way as well. Honk on the highway. Heard a person honk their horn for like 5 seconds on the highway back there. That's another thing. If you're thinking about bicycling in the road and you're worried about, getting bullied, getting honked at, as long as you follow the rules of the road, you'll get honked at less. And honestly, whether you're on a bicycle or you're in a car, there's still those jerks on the road that are gonna honk. They're gonna just be upset about anything, So it doesn't matter if you're in a car or in a bike. It's really not any different as long as you're following the rules of the road, in my experience. It may be different depending on the city. This is a railroad track, it looks like. I don't think it's a road I'm crossing here. Cross railroad tracks always at a perpendicular angle. Usually they are at perpendicular angles, although sometimes they're more diagonal. Or if you live somewhere like San Francisco, you have the parallel, trolley rails. You can get stuck in those, so you gotta be careful. Just, hazards in the streets for bicycles, especially bikes, with narrow tires, like a cyclocross or road bike, and compared to a Carondelet to the right, River City Casino to the right. Like, sort of a brain fart, sort of spacing out here. So this is Alabama Avenue, and I think Alabama is where River Des Peres dies. So we're gonna turn around. See, it says here future expansion. Let's see. So again, I'm sort of blind probably. I do not see a "you are here" symbol. So in any case, we're at the end of the Greenway. We're gonna turn around. Alabama Avenue. All right, so back to work. So how far did I just go? Well, like I said, I rode 5 miles to work this morning. I've gone about 12.5 miles so far today. It was probably at least a mile to get to this Greenway from my workplace. So that gets us up to maybe, let's just guess, 7 miles. So the total length of this thing right now is, I'd say, about like around 5 miles long one way. So if you go out and back like I'm doing, that's 10 miles total. So, and I only encountered 2 streets. Let's be careful here. I guess Morgan Ford and Gravoy Road, where you actually have to stop and wait for the light. There's another trail that I want to go on sometime. It's been around longer than this one, I think. It's called Grant's Trail in St. Louis County. And there are a bunch of stoplights around Kirkwood, Missouri. And you're constantly having to stop and go, stop and go. So it's sort of nice not having a lot of spots where you have to stop here. And that bridge across River Des Peres is just awesome. Anything that's, just for bicyclists or pedestrians is awesome, in my opinion. I'm going at a smooth cruising rate of 60 miles per hour. Not too fast, especially with nobody around. Let's see what else. Yeah, so I want to go on that trail, Grant's Trail, sometime, do a video on that. I want to do videos mountain biking. Now that the rain has finally stopped, some of the trails might be rideable. It's just they get muddy, and they're in the forest, and it's shady, and the mud just lasts for a long time. So it's just sort of an issue you gotta deal with. Yeah, that lady back there, I passed her earlier. She was walking her bike. I thought she was just trying to get up the hill or something, but she might have a flat tire. I feel a little bad now. I don't have a spare on me though, and luckily she has a car there, so she didn't have to worry about riding back home. So yeah, this is awesome. I mean, they got some newer trees along this trail, so it'll be a while before these baby trees become big, mature adult trees and provide a lot of shade along this trail. So much of this trail so far, as you can probably tell in this video, is pretty sunny. So you want to have your sunscreen on for sure, and you want to just make sure you're covered up, because it can get sort of hot. It's really nice though. I mean, I'd say this is probably about the closest trail around in the whole area where, dare I say, you could race on. I mean, it's so quiet and it's so straightforward, and there are few stops. If you want to go really fast without stopping, I'm not advocating that, but it seems like this would be your trail. And going back to the Grant's Trail, yeah, once you get out of, Kirkwood, Missouri, Crestwood, Missouri areas, there are a lot less stops, I think. And that's the one thing. If they can just get all that linked up, inside Jefferson Barracks Park in South St. Louis, or South St. Louis County. They could probably connect Grant's Trail with this River Des Peres Greenway trail and have a whole bunch of connected trails. There's always, there's private property, people's houses and other things you got to worry about though. I mean, you don't want to cut across people's yards. Well, that's how a lot of things are, like sidewalks are widened and stuff in older cities. They have to take easements out on private property to be able to bring the sidewalk further in, closer to their house, which I can understand why people wouldn't want that. It's their property. Anyway, I know there was a news article on that, I think, so, on was it Weiss Avenue in Richmond Heights? People didn't want to widen the sidewalk because apparently it was going to require cutting down a bunch of trees too. So there was that. We'll do the duck walk. Okay, looks safe. We're gonna go. All right, that's one of them. It's the only thing I don't like about this trail is, having to stop. You gotta stop sometimes though. Now the trail does continue on to my left there on the other side of the bridge, so I might do that real quick. It stops though, I think, at Morganford or whatever, I think. That's why you have to cross the bridge to be able to continue down the trail. So make a left here. Slow it down. Real easy. Oh, yeah, this is so cool. Looks like they got lights on the bridge too. I don't know if the trail really has any of its own lights. There are street lights, but that's sort of cool. This bridge has lights on it. Probably mostly to deter vandals from doing things they shouldn't be doing on that bridge at the middle of the night. Thought the trail continued. I think I need to cross this street still. Yeah, I think it continues. A little bit further here. Get back to work. Wait for the traffic. That nice lady just went across. She hit the button for me, which I think is going to turn green here eventually. Oh, maybe not. I'm not paying attention. I think the symbol was flashing and I could have gone. I'm sure all those cars were wondering, like, why is the bicyclist just sitting there? Why isn't he going? BikeBlogger doesn't have to follow the rules. BikeBlogger can take longer if he wants, right? Let's make a left here. I'm gonna go this way. So this is gonna dead end somewhere up here, I'm pretty certain. We'll find out. There's a fair more number of people on the trail on this side of the river. I think just because, I don't know, it's more popular, there's more houses or apartments. Ugh. I believe the trail dead ends over here though. I'd have to cross the bridge or get on the road and cross the bridge if I wanted to continue. So we're gonna just turn around. I mean, it probably continues as a sidewalk. Sorta looks like a sidewalk over there, but it's not really a bike trail. So we're gonna go this way now. We're gonna turn around, start heading back. Okay, how are we doing on time? Yeah, so I think I can get back here in the next 15-20 minutes. That should be good. I've made some stops, obviously, so it'll be nice getting back on that newer part of the trail, though, because it's nice and smooth. I think it's, you know, it looks like a ridiculously large size sidewalk, you know, at the beginning of this trail, because this is not, you know, this is not concrete. This looks like asphalt, some crummy, you know, overlay sort of stuff, not the higher quality concrete that lasts longer. So I want to get across this bridge before this guy with all the dogs does. Get up there. Go slow. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I think I counted 2 bicycling or pedestrian bridges they had to add for this thing to work, and I imagine that's where most of the cost went into designing this and paying for it, is the building of those bridges. Bridges do not come cheap. Bridges definitely do not come cheap. They're not. You got to engineer them just right, and they take a while to build and get all the permits for or whatever. What the heck is that? It's like a guy painted on a wall there like he's shooting for hoops or something, but maybe that's like for throwing a ball at, and sort of like what is that called, racquetball or something? I don't know what that was. It's interesting. All right, so I think I got one more stoplight I gotta wait at. This is just, you know, the 2, and there's this one up here. Morgan Ford and Gravaway, I think they are. So this is Gravaway. Heading north here. Back to work. So see, the cars that are going the same direction I am have a red light. So maybe by the time I get up there, they'll have a green light, then I can just cross. I don't think we'll be so lucky though. Oh. All right, slow it down. Okay, so just went red. People flying through the yellow, and then we can go here soon after the left turners, which are non-existent. Non-existent left turners. Okay. All right, we're good. Watch for the right turner. Watch for the right turner. Okay. He saw me. You can never really know, so you said I gotta slow down a little. Okay. Now, did I have the right-of-way back there? Yes, I did. Did I have the right-of-way on a bicycle and a crosswalk? I don't know so much about that. I shouldn't keep beating myself up over that. There's a cemetery over there to the left. I have to figure out the name of that cemetery. It's a big one. Yeah, River Des Peres to the right now. And we're on the nice, I think it's concrete, the nice trail, nice wide trail. I mean, this is awesome. I must say my first impressions of this, you know, getting onto this trail, not very good, because there's not really an easy way to get on the trail from the road. But heck, I mean, I guess, you know, if you're comfortable enough riding your bicycle on the road, you can ride for a little ways and then get on the trail. Would have been nice to have an easy access point right at the intersection, but I can understand it'd be sort of dangerous to have that, so, you know, no big deal. I'm seeing saw like a bicycle track back there. It looked like someone rode on this when it was still drying. Anyway, yeah, my first impressions though, really like this trail. This is really awesome. Nice wide trail. You just gotta watch out for, you know, things like cars like this guy. Okay, and now got a little bit further to go, and then we'll be back to work. Nice wide trail. It's like 10 feet wide, like I said. It's a nice trail. I really do like this trail. Props to the people who built it and designed it. Good work. Got a pretty rock garden sort of a thing over there. There's River Des Peres. Yeah, so this is River Des Peres Greenway in St. Louis, Missouri. We don't have a lot of trails, but I'd say within the last 10 years, last decade, St. Louis has really stepped it up and they've started adding more bicycle related things. I mean, there have always been some, like, you know, bike trails, but they've, in the past 10 years, I'd say they've really been adding dedicated bicycle stuff, which is good, I think. I think it's good for the city and good for the area, because I think it will bring more people, probably like myself, maybe younger people who, you know, are not baby boomers, you know, who maybe, you know, aren't as crazy about cars and more crazy about their own health and fitness and getting to work in places under their own power. I think it's a very small movement. I think it's a lot of times overestimated or whatever, you know, the number of people that actually do this. But that guy was nice. He let me just go. Okay. Well, we're gonna see where this. We're gonna see how far this trail goes, because I think I need to get off this pretty soon and get back on the road, because there wasn't, like I said, an easy way to get onto the road. It just sort of turns into a sidewalk, I thought. But to be fair, we'll find out up here a little ways. Because, you know, I want to get back on the road here, or have the option of getting back on the road. And slow down. And that was the one thing about it, you know, it's like I don't want to get off my bike and walk it, you know. It's just like how someone doesn't want to get out of their car and push it. You know, I want to be able to fluidly keep going on my bicycle, which I think, I'm confident they got it figured out. So we'll find out. It's a little bit further here. Bunch of houses to the left. Okay. A lot of intersections, but like I said, at least they're not. They're like, you know, want you to stop there and then speed back up, but you know, at least they're not like stoplights. I'm sort of all over the place. All right, so make sure there's nobody behind me, because I'm sort of screwing around here. I'm not really keeping a good straight line as you should on a trail or on the road or anything really. But do as I say, not as I do. That's what I always say. Okay, let's make a left here. There's nobody back here. We're gonna wander around I think I can get around here, maybe not. Ooh, let's not go down in the ditch. Playground over here. Nice and quiet, nobody around. Nobody playing right now. It looks like a fun playground. They got like a spider web thing. Oh, and there's a little bike rack over there too. That's cool. So I don't know if mom could or dad could carry the kids here by bicycle in a trailer or something from their house nearby. They could bike to the playground together or whatever and have an awesome time. All right, so we're almost back to work now. Share the trail. Share the trail sign. I'm just sort of glancing at stuff as I go by. I saw like a human being, and then I think I saw a bicyclist. But then I thought I saw something that looked like a werewolf or a dog walking on two legs. I think I'm just sort of imagining things. Why did I go this way? I shouldn't have gone this way. I get all sorts of junk all over my bike. Alright. Okay. So yeah, the one thing that got me confused when I was getting off Wabash onto Lansdowne up there, and I was making a left and everything, I couldn't find how to get up onto the trail because I couldn't find the trail, and it looks like it goes behind these trees here, so no wonder I couldn't find it. Oh yeah, we got a little ways to go still. I didn't realize that. All right, so this is Watson Road. Slow a little. It's clear. Yeah, I just couldn't find it. I was like, where is it? Well, we'll find out. It has me interested climbing a hill here. All right, so we've gone 17.25 miles today. On this trail, we've gone probably over 10 miles now. A little bit of downhill, and as with almost all the downhills around here, there's always a stop sign at the bottom of the hill, so you can't really ride it out. I'll let this guy go. Alright, I'm going. Let me go. Let me go. Alright. Yeah, this is awesome. Well, like I said, all these trees to my left, someday there'll be nice big trees and it'll be a nice shaded pathway. And I'm sure it'll probably be more popular then too. This trail, this segment of the trail is like, is this guy gonna go? Is he probably waiting for me? Okay, we're going. Thank you. I don't know if he was waiting for me or what. That's the difficulty, you know, it's like, I'd say most cars do follow the rules, but not all bicyclists do. Some are like me, they slow down to a crawl, they try to, sometimes come to complete stops, and then there are people that just fly, they speed up through intersections when they don't really have the right of way, and cars don't know what to expect. Some are just gonna be more aggressive drivers. Yeah, I'm behind like all this. I'm way up here and I'm behind all this, these flowers and stuff. They weren't on the street view, so no wonder I couldn't find the trail. It was hidden back here. And you can't get to it anyway because there's like some roped off fencing. So there's no way I could have jumped the curb and climbed up here really, especially since there's like a storm ditch. That's my right there. What am I gonna do here? I wanna go straight, but you know what? I think I'm gonna have to go this way on the sidewalk because I wanna get on this road, but you know, I have to sort of use a crosswalk, and this is my complaint. I can use this guy's driveway though, I guess, and turn around here. So we're gonna stop, turn my bike around, and we'll make a right here. It's safe to do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. If I remember correctly, this light is very long. All right, make a left here. Okay. Instead of going at my own pace, car can't fit in this lane anyway, going 60 miles per hour. Nearing the end of my ride, trying to get that cool off period going, where you sort of let the last bit of sweat come out of your body, so you're not having to clean up as much when you get into work. My lane's going away. I'm gonna have to get over, signal, start moving over. Nobody behind me. One thing I don't like about going this way is that down at the bottom of the hill here, there's a bridge, which is nice. It crosses underneath the train or whatever, or highway, or both. Yeah, there are two bridges, I think. So it's extra sort of shady and dark. I don't have my rear light on. Not that it really matter if people are flying down this way, but it makes me a little uneasy because it's sort of really dark. You know, it's really bright, then it gets really dark. And whether they can see me or not, you know. Because they're probably certainly not looking for a bicyclist in the road along here. All right. Well, that was easy, right? That was easy. Whew. Get back to work now. I'm on Wellington. Let's go back the exact way I came. Whew. Go left. Stop. One thing that I find sort of helps me keep balance, make a right, when I'm looking behind myself over the shoulder, because I don't tend to really use mirrors, is I set my chin down. I rest my chin on my shoulder, and it sort of keeps me better stabilized. So that's just a quick tip. I don't think it'll work for everybody, but it works for me. Whew. So thanks for coming along with me on this ride. River Des Peres Greenway, St. Louis, Missouri. We will continue on the Greenway. We went all the way to the end, pretty much, stop. But we will, single speed. But we will go down the Christy Greenway sometime in the future. Go to Carondelet Park and back. It's getting a little ways away from my workplace though, and I can only venture so far. I unfortunately can't quite, go all the way to downtown St. Louis from my workplace. It would take too long, so I don't usually do that, or I don't ever do that. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Light's green. I don't know if I'm gonna make this. Not gonna kill myself trying. Looks like we made it. Woo! Awesome.